In the vibrant city of Venice, the play Othello unfolds against political intrigue and personal drama. At its heart is Othello, a celebrated Moorish general in the Venetian army. His prowess in battle and noble character earn him respect but also arouse jealousy among some of his peers, particularly Iago, his ensign, who feels overlooked and undervalued. The story begins with Iago and Roderigo, a disappointed suitor of Desdemona, Othello's wife, expressing their resentment towards Othello. They believe Othello has unfairly risen in stature, especially since he has recently married Desdemona, the beautiful daughter of a Venetian senator named Brabantio. This union stokes Iago's deep-seated bitterness and sets in motion his malevolent plan for revenge. Iago's scheme hinges on exploiting Othello's insecurities and manipulating those around him. He fabricates a narrative of deceit, convincing Othello that Desdemona has been unfaithful with Cassio, Othello's trusted lieutenant. To fuel Othello's jealousy, Iago uses subtle suggestions, planted evidence, and calculated insinuations, gradually eroding Othello's trust in his wife. Othello, a man of noble bearing but susceptible to doubt, falls prey to Iago's cunning manipulation. His mind becomes ensnared in a web of suspicion and paranoia, exacerbated by his status as an outsider in Venetian society due to his race and cultural background. Despite Desdemona's unwavering love and innocence, Othello's growing obsession with the imagined betrayal consumes him. As tensions escalate in Cyprus, where Othello and his troops are stationed, Iago continues to weave his deceitful web. He engineers situations to provoke Cassio, exploiting his weaknesses and leveraging them to further poison Othello's mind. The handkerchief, a token of Othello's love gifted to Desdemona, becomes a critical pawn in Iago's game. He manipulates its appearance in Cassio's possession, falsely implying intimacy between Cassio and Desdemona. The climax of the tragedy unfolds in a series of dramatic confrontations. Othello's once strong confidence crumbles under the weight of Iago's deceit. His love for Desdemona becomes twisted into an agonizing torment of suspicion and betrayal. Convinced of Desdemona's infidelity, Othello confronts her in a harrowing scene, demanding answers that she cannot provide to satisfy his relentless doubts. In a heart-wrenching turn, Othello's jealousy and anguish reach a devastating crescendo. Convinced of Desdemona's guilt and unable to reconcile his love for her with his overwhelming sense of betrayal, Othello ultimately smothers Desdemona in their bedchamber, a tragic act of misguided honor and misplaced passion. The aftermath of this act of violence reverberates through the play's final act. Emilia, Iago's wife and Desdemona's loyal attendant, uncovers her husband's treachery. In a moment of clarity and courage, she exposes Iago's lies to Othello and the assembled witnesses. The full extent of Iago's manipulation is laid bare, revealing his true motives of envy and malice. Realizing the enormity of his mistake and the irreparable damage caused by his actions, Othello is overcome with remorse and despair. He grapples with the realization that his love for Desdemona has been tragically misplaced, tainted by jealousy and manipulated by Iago's machinations. Unable to live with the weight of his guilt and the profound loss of his beloved wife, Othello takes his own life, a final act of tragic inevitability. In the play's denouement, justice is served as Iago is apprehended and brought to face the consequences of his betrayal. The play concludes with a sad reflection on jealousy's destructive power and trust's fragility. Othello stands as a timeless exploration of human frailty, examining themes of love, jealousy, betrayal, and the consequences of succumbing to the darker impulses of the human psyche.